Alderman Chevalier.
Thank you. I move to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you. Alderman Sarver.
Second.
Any discussion on the consent agenda? All those in favor of approving the consent agenda say aye.
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 Those say no. All right, consent agenda is approved. Committee reports. Don't know that we have any, right? Because we did Parks and Rec as part of the, yeah. City Administrator's report. Ms. Wagner, do you have anything to report?
I'm muted here. Yes, actually, I just received a text from Chuck Souls. A question came up in the last meeting with regard to UV disinfectant. We have been utilizing UV disinfectant at the wastewater treatment plant since 2007. So instantaneous information there. Included in your packet this week is a memo from Chuck regarding Main Street repairs. And we outline a number of projects that we're coordinating there, whether it's the water line repair that is ongoing and nearing completion, streetscape project, and Main Street Trail. As is outlined in that memo, staff's recommendation and the way we are moving forward at this point is not to do a massive overlay to the water line repair until we are going in on the streetscape project. So we don't. We just have one pass through to make those final improvements, which means that it will not be in the condition that it is now for an extended period of time, but it will not be to a final completion until we work to complete the streetscape project.
Can we wait until October 1st to pour the concrete? Have a gravel race on the 26th, so we might as well make the finish line gravel too. It's already there.
Last week, we had a number of comp plan meetings. We had, by my count, I think we had about 40 to 50, I say unique individuals. There were a number of people who participated in multiple of the sessions last week. Appreciate the time the Board of Aldermen, staff, and the community put into providing feedback. There's a lot of information to flesh out as we move through that process. The next steps in that process are in August, the last week of August, we will have another series of focus groups. In the time between now and that point in time, in each of those sessions, there was outlined quote unquote homework. If people will visit the portal, they can view information about the process and see some of the feedback we're looking for to continue through that process. The Planning Commission will be discussing and working through some of the issues related to the comprehensive plan in both their August and September meetings. And then have a couple of personnel announcements. As the mayor alluded to a little earlier tonight in our work session, Linda has attained the status or certification of certified municipal clerk within the International International Institute of Municipal Clerks. I never get that right. Thank you. She is already, as you all will recall, been recognized as a Missouri municipal clerk, registered Missouri city clerk, correct, Linda? Thank you. I will get the language correct, I promise. And then finally, this evening, as I had indicated to the board last week, Dan Talakis has submitted his resignation with the city of Smithville effective. His last day will be August 24th. His wife has accepted a position and she's a nurse and has accepted a position with a hospital in Omaha. So they will be relocating. As I indicated, his last day will be August 24th. We are working to negotiate a contract with Dan to secure his assistance through the completion of the 2021 budget development, and for him to provide some assistance beyond the 24th of August. That contract will come to you all on the 18th. With that, I stand for questions.
You can't do a three-peat when you're a contractor, man. The first, I know you're a Bulls fan. Come on, you got to go for the three-peat on your budget. No, we
Let's not give it a
appreciate everything
shot.
you've done, Dan. Our budget's come a long way in the past couple of years as far as transparency and making sure you guys have what you need and getting it through there quickly and not having a lot of amendments. Had a few this year with COVID, but other than that, it's been good. And congratulations, Linda. We'll get you a cake eventually, or we'll just pass out cupcakes through Skype or whatever. Appreciate it. I want to thank Alderman Blumker also for running last meeting for me while I was out. I tend to not like missing meetings, but in this instance I did. I heard it was the best meeting ever in City Hall, so good job. Thank you. Anything else before we move on to the agenda? No. All right. First thing on the ordinances and resolution section, number 6 on the agenda, second reading. Alderman Server, you adjusting your glasses or are you making a motion?
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Motion to approve bill number 286420, zoning 2412 Northeast 157th Terrace to R1B, second reading.
Second.
Second by Alderman Chevalier. I will remind our certified international awesome clerk that I do not have a packet with things to sign nor a pen to sign them with. So I'm just going to go and hopefully not miss anything on here. Any discussion on number 6, the agenda? All right, clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Uladell,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Blumker.
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please.
An ordinance changing the zoning classifications or districts of certain lands located in the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Next item on the agenda is number 7, and we have a first and second for the ordinance on stormwater sales tax. Alderman Blumker.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve bill number 286520, rescinding ordinance 3062-20, parks and storm water tax for first reading.
Second.
Thank you. Second by Alderman Chevalier. Any discussion on this? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Blumker,
Aye.
Alderman Uladell,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins.
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill for first reading. Wagner, please read.
An ordinance changing the zoning classifications or districts of certain lands located in the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Thank you. It's now for
I'm sorry, that was the wrong one. I had skipped. Ordinance rescinding ordinance 306220 and authorizing the city to impose a parks and stormwater sales tax of 0.5% until September 30th, 2040 for the purpose of providing funding for stormwater control and local parks for the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Thank you. Alderman Blumker for second reading.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve bill number 286520, rescinding ordinance 3062-20, the park and stormwater tax for second reading.
Second.
Thank you. Second by Alderman Chevalier. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Uladell,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Blumker.
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance rescinding ordinance 3062-20 and authorizing the city to impose a parks and stormwater sales tax of 0.5% until September 30th, 2040 for the purpose of providing funding for stormwater control and local parks for the city of Smithville, Missouri.
All right, thank you. Next item is number 8. Alderman Sarver.
A motion to approve bill number 2866-20, readopt Code of Ethics, first reading.
Thank you. Alderman Atkins has a second. Or he was just raising his hand to say hi.
Second.
Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Chevalier.
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol.
Aye.
Alderman Blumker.
Aye.
Alderman Atkins.
Aye.
Alderman Sarver.
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance amending Chapter 135 of the Code of Ordinances.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve Resolution 807, special event permit for Humphreys 100 gravel grinder.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have a second from
Me.
Alderman Yulidol?
Second.
Thank you. I saw your light up on your box, but want to make sure. Okay, any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 807, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is resolution 808. Alderman Sarver.
Motion to approve resolution 808, acknowledge an emergency purchase.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Atkins. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 808, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is resolution 809. Alderman Chevalier.
Thank you. Move to approve resolution 809, acknowledging an emergency purchase.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Alderman Sarver. Oh, hang on. Somebody's coming in the room. Yep, never mind. All right. All those in favor of approving resolution 809, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is resolutions 810 through 812. Alderman Chevalier.
Do I have to, can I do it all at once, or do I have to do each one individually? Each one individually? Okay, thank you. I move to approve resolution 810 to award bid 20-10 for the Wi-Fi at Heritage Park.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Alderman Atkins. Alderman Atkins seconds. Aaron is online. If you have any questions for Aaron, he's with Casey Motec.
I do, Mr. Mayor. I do have a couple of questions on this one. I want to make sure, as I kind of read through the RFP, it appeared that the cameras were going to be at the first base side. I'd like to make sure that they are behind home plate to make for a good viewing experience. I know several of the other ballparks in the area that do this utilize that. I'd also like to make sure that I know we won't do this now, but one, that the sound is being broadcast as well, and then the ability to add in the score into the system when scoreboards are eventually added to those ball fields. So I don't know if Aaron can help kind of address some of those.
Absolutely. So first of all, our design does include the cameras directly behind first base, or my bad, home plate. I'm not a big baseball guy, sorry. But yes, the cameras are going to be directly behind home plate at a level that basically shows the entire field and all activity. And the cameras do include audio, and the setup that we are installing will allow for the installation of a dynamic scoreboard in the future, displayed scoreboard on the screen.
Very good. No further questions.
Anyone else have any questions for Aaron? Okay. Approving 810, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no.
Might need to look at City Hall Wi-Fi. We're lagging a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is 12B, Resolution 811. Alderman Blunker.
I think Alderman Chevalier and I have been looking forward to this day. I move to approve Resolution 811, awarding bid number 20-12 for City Hall audio and visual.
Second that.
Alderman Chevalier has the second, even though it's going to be way delayed here for you guys. Yeah, we put this wall between us and the Wi-Fi access point. We probably need to drop a few in here if you want to get a hold of our vendor. They can do that for us. All right. Any discussion on this one? Pretty obvious we need it.
Will this cover all the ADA requirements?
I don't know that it includes closed captioning in this bid. We've looked at a lot of software to try to figure out the closed captioning piece of it, but it will definitely improve the sound quality in the room, and it'll allow us to have displays in the room that we could use for that in the future once we get to a point where closed captioning is something we can implement.
Thank you, Mayor.
Sorry. Wouldn't include earpieces for those hard of hearing who attend our meetings.
Yeah, I've contacted the vendor and asked them to get us a quote for those additions as well.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Well, to put on the earpiece things, make sure that they are super easily cleanable material. I'm sure they will be.
Yeah, we'll throw them under the UV lights for a little bit too. All right. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving Resolution 811, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. All right, motion carries. Next, 12C, Resolution 812. Alderman Chevalier.
Thank you. I move to approve Resolution 812 for the June CARES expenditures.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
I think Dan's frozen. All right. Any discussions on Resolution 812? I think both hands are a little frozen. Anyway. No, there he goes. Okay. All those in favor of approving Resolution 812, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Painful. Any public comment? No? Any new business?
I'd like to just comment. I know this has been difficult and challenging at times to be able to figure out how to meet, and also be as transparent as we have continued to be during this pandemic. And I appreciate that everyone's kind of stepped up and made sure that we could continue to be transparent to our voters and to our constituents to make sure that they knew exactly what was going on here. And kudos to staff and to the board and everyone who's made sure that this is possible. You know, I've heard several comments from folks that even despite all this, they at least were aware of what was going on and could tune in and follow what we were doing as a city. So thank you very much.
Congratulations to Linda.
We just had to remind everyone why we have to upgrade the audio in this room.
Can we continue to do it in this
Anyway.
format, but still?
Something else? Yeah, go for it.
Me?
Yeah. Yes, you.
Okay, I can hear you in the background. Can we continue to do it in this type of format, but when we are in that room, same way, like with our computers, to make it that clear for people that are tuning in at home?
No, he didn't cut. He was asking, we're having significant issues with computers here in lag time. Alderman Uladol, I believe, was asking if we could continue the format on Zoom when we're in person here by having the computers here. Was that your question, Alderman?
Yes, that's what it is. I can sense your problems with your Wi-Fi on this side, so hopefully we get that all resolved.
The installation of the new system will actually we'll have a camera, ceiling mounted, to be able to capture the room. So it won't zoom in on an individual, but we'll have better sound quality and an ability to hear from that and can do it via Zoom as well. Does that make sense?
It does. I like having everybody's name below their.
I understand that. Yeah.
I like the way that it highlights who is talking exactly and what they're trying to say. So further conversation, I guess.
Yeah.
So along that lines, will it be able to show what we're also looking at in here?
Yes. Yes, we'll have the opportunity to show we can have on one screen, like for instance, if we are Zooming, we can have Zoom on one screen and on the screen over here, the agenda or the map that we're looking at or whatever exhibit we might have.
And we'll share that on Zoom also. So
Absolutely.
Just like we did with David. Yes. And we can do live polling now with an app. So
no, we didn't add that. Oh, with an app. With an app.
With David's app.
There you go.
Yeah, that was cool.
Most of it's going to be our dinner order if we make this meeting go any longer. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
So moved.
Alderman Bunker made the motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
I guess we'll be here all night.
Alderman
We'll
Uladol.
be here all night. Alderman Uladol, seconded. All right, all in favor of adjourning, say aye.
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 Opposed, say no. Aye. All opposed, say no. Stand adjourned.